Hello everybody, we're back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, back at the Great One grind. Let's see if we can get one of them today. We've got both red deer and whitetail today, so hopefully we'll get one of them. I mean, Johnny just got it a great one, so, you know, we gotta get one next, right? We can't be letting Johnny get ahead of us with the great ones. That's just not acceptable. We gotta push back ahead. Hey Base Hitter, hey Bow Fishing, Jordan, Mr. Hunt, Graham, Jaren, XJ. How's everybody doing? Hey Weasel, hey Carlos, Nixie, Law Dog, how's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody is having a fantastic day and doing super well. Oh, no worries, Shadow Wolf. No worries, man. It's gonna be interesting, Oliver. Black Bear on Mississippi is a little bit tough just because of the gators. The gators are always spooking things, so I think that's the only issue you might run into. But other than that, it should be decent. I've never really tried grinding them on Mississippi, so hard to say how it'll go. Nice, none. That's crazy good. And thank you so much for the super chat, dude. Really appreciate it. Hope you've been having a fantastic day. Don't see any shootable bucks there. Anything here? Okay, these are all level 1s now, which is great. Love to see it. Honestly, I can move the tent now as well. Whoa, whoa, calm down, everybody. Chill out. Y'all gotta chill. Crazy deer, man. They are crazy. Hey, Ben, how's it going, man? So I think we have 2 tents we can place now. I've removed a couple of them. And we can now put them in better locations, which is amazing. Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it, man. I tell you what. The question is, where do we put them? I don't know where will be the best place. Actually, I think I got an idea of where might be okay. Definitely some areas in Belmont that could use it. Nice, Graham, that's awesome. I think Johnny's got 7 of them now, Nixie. No, Laura, I'm in single player. We're doing a Great One grind, so we are on our own map. Hey, Porter, you haven't missed anything yet. We just got started. Just got things going. Let's see if we can get a big male today. Also, guys, tomorrow's video is going to be taking down all of the diamonds that we had been stacking here on Layton, so it should be a pretty good one. We are hoping that we can stack some more up. I killed them all off because I was thinking to myself, like, you know, we're starting to not see any more level 3s show up. Maybe I need to kill all these off and start fresh. And we've already got 2 more level 3s. So I think it was a good idea to kill off all of those. Probably, Typic, probably. Also, guys, how about that super rare? I can't believe that I ended up spotting a super rare last night. I was really pressing hard on the red deer to try and get another great one to spawn. And of course, in the process, another super rare shows up instead. Nice, Dibs. That's awesome, man. Yeah, Call of the Wild's definitely got, as of now, I think more content to play around with. And for me, that's what keeps me more interested in Call of the Wild than Way of the Hunter. I think once Way of the Hunter adds some more content, it'll probably be a lot more enjoyable and have more replayability. But yeah, for right now, Call of the Wild is the way to go in my opinion. Unless you just really like a super realistic hunting experience, then Way of the Hunter's amazing for that. Hey PP, how's it going, dude? Good to see ya. Thank you, Porter. I'm glad you liked the video. Glad that you enjoyed it. Alright, I gotta make sure I got my text file up with all of the stats from our Great One grind. And I do. Perfect. So, as of now, we've killed 940 bucks with 11 diamonds and 1 troll, and then we have 2 diamonds on our map. Honestly, we're not doing too bad, but we still need to press herd management even more to really get those 3s to start flowing. I think at this point, we're probably 50-50 on level 1s versus level 2s, but we need to get it even more, like, we need to get the ratio even more off. I don't know, Fred. I'm thinking... I got a feeling the next Great One's either going to be a fallow deer or a moose. I feel like those are the 2 most likely options. Out of the 2, I'd hope for it to be a fallow, but it's fine if it's a moose as well. Either of them would be cool. At this point, you know, just any new Great One would be awesome. I'd just like to see any new Great One. I do think it's probably going to be a moose, but I definitely prefer the fallow deer. Or like one of the other deer species, but I'm okay with it regardless of what it is. Can we spot this, please? No? Alright, let's move up a little bit further. Tips for the Hunter Classic. I would say start on Logger's Point. There's a lot of animals that you can shoot with the basic, like, starting rifles. Or rifle and shotgun, I guess. It's a pretty great map. Lots of open fields, so it's not, like, too difficult to see things either, which is nice. Oh, gosh. Oh, we got him. Not very good, though, so we're probably not going to claim him. Probably not going to claim him as he's not going to die super quick. Which is, very unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Okay, these ones are moving because we spooked them by fast traveling. As you can see, the herds have moved around a decent bit. Like, we had to move around a good bit to kind of accommodate for some of these new zones I've been finding. However, it's kind of looking like this herd's not producing any big bucks anymore. This one over here has been, though. We've been getting a good bit of decent deer from a zone over here. I don't see them at the current moment, though. Oh, wait, there he is. There's one of them. And there's 2. That one's a level 1, though. Let's get him. There's another. Nice, we got him. Beautiful. Does stacking help the Great One grind? The only purpose of stacking is to force more level 1s on your map. Because when you're doing herd management and you're getting all these low levels on your map, it makes it progressively harder and harder to get those lower levels. And so to kind of make the map spawn more of the smaller ones for your herd management grind, you stack the diamonds so that it raises the average score of your whitetail population. And then, once you get the amount of 1s that you want, then you can kill off all the 3s that you've been stacking. And from then on, you should get very consistent diamonds. Provided you stack it far enough. You do have to get to a certain point before it'll actually really be noticeable. Jordan, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Congrats on the super rare red deer. Thank you, man. I can't believe we got another one and it's actually even. That is the thing that I am most happy about. I don't care if it's albino, piebald, melanistic. The fact that it's even and not wonky, That's what really makes me happy. Super nice to see. Let's push down a little bit. We haven't checked these zones recently. Or these lakes around here. Maybe we've got some new whitetail zones that weren't there previously. Have I ever got an albino 10 whitetail? No, I've never got a rare great one. What's my favorite rare? My favorite rare is the melanistic red deer. And it's probably one of the ones I've seen the least as well. Actually, I take that back. Melanistic pheasant is probably my favorite. They are just so gorgeous. And the melanistic eastern turkeys are beautiful too. Pretty much any of the melanistics that have that blue hue in their feathers just look so good. Like, just phenomenal. Yeah, top 3 would probably be pheasant, eastern turkey, and red deer melanistics. Like, those 3 melanistics, favorite rares in the entire game. But I do also like the albino sika quite a bit. I love how almost every time that I get asked the question of what my favorite rare is, I always give like 5 answers instead of 1 because I just can't decide. They're just all so good. They're all amazing. Yeah, definitely, Johnny. You got probably the best case scenario super rare. I've been getting a lot of rare 9s, but they haven't been quite to the quality level of that one single rare that you got. That's crazy, Nixie. That's crazy. I mean, it's definitely possible. It's not unheard of. But it is very rare for that to happen. Oh no, Young G, that's not good, man. I mean, I'm glad that you got one to spawn, but that's unfortunate how it ended up. What's my favorite animal besides red deer? I would have to say... I don't know. It's between... probably sika deer, whitetail, and blacktail. Though I really like the elk species as well. I don't know, that's a tough question. That is a really tough one. There's so many possibilities of stuff that I love to hunt and really enjoy the way that they look, and yeah, that's a tough one. I don't think I have like a super solid answer on that because there's a lot of species I like. Red deer is really the only one that sticks out above everything else for me. Everything else is kind of like I love them all equally. It's like when somebody asks you, you know, what's your favorite kid? Which one of your kids is your favorite? And it's like, well, I don't know. I love them all. I like quite a few different species, primarily the antlered ones, though. Antlered species will always be at the top for me, but then it's very difficult to choose between all the antlered species. Besides red deer. Red deer will forever be on top. Anything here? These are not shootable. Okay, good to know. Let's check this zone back here. This is always a tough one. This is always one of those zones where it's in such a weird spot that I always spook them. Because it's so difficult to get a view on them before they run, so I end up taking running shots on them. Not quite a turkey. Maybe a little bit, but not to the extent of our red deer. I think at this point I'm averaging a diamond, like, maybe every 70 kills. So it's definitely starting to pick up a little bit, but not a ton. Still quite a lot of work to do. There's a buck. We just gotta get rid of some of these twos, man. Like, that's our only problem right now, is we have too many twos still on the map. I don't know how many whitetail are on Layton Lakes, but it's gotta be at least 150 bucks. Somewhere between 150 and 200 that I've seen. Between all of my zones. And I'd say at this point, only half of them are level 1s. We need to get it to like 70%. Maybe even higher. If we could get it to like 80% or 85% level 1s on the map, then we'd really be cooking just like with the red deer grind. You know, the stuff that I Buy Premiums is doing over on Twitch with his whitetail is absolutely crazy. For those of you that don't know who I Buy is, he does a lot of great one grinding. In fact, he's one of those people that I think has the most great ones, or he's one of the people with an insanely high amount of great ones. I think he has like 27 or 28 of them now, between whitetail, red deer, and black bear. And he's doing a Red One Thule great one grind, and he's got it to the point where he has 25 level 3 whitetail on his map, and then just a few level 2s, and then the rest are level 1. That is just insane. Like, that's where I'm trying to get with this grind. But I've never really took herd management quite to the point that he has, except for with my red deer. That's the only time that I've took it that far. And so I'm still trying to figure out what I need to do for the whitetail. 29 with 1 on his rev right now. Okay, 29. I thought so. I knew it was around that range. Because I remember at one point he had 27, or no, he had 25 when I first started watching him. And then he got the 3 bears to spawn. I haven't been able to check out his streams in a little bit, but I've been hearing about his grinds every once in a while. Sounds like he's got some craziness going. We're going to try and get to that point with this grind. So I want to see how many super rare whitetail we can get. Because I do think the super rare whitetail look pretty crazy. And I'd like to get a couple, like, really nice looking ones with some of the bigger racks. Most notably, I'd like to get a melanistic super rare, because that's the one thing I don't have for whitetail at the moment, is a melanistic super rare. So if we could make that happen, gosh, that'd be awesome. Do you guys think it's worth going to grab just that one buck? I feel like it's a waste of time to walk down to just a single buck. Yeah, I'm thinking that we're gonna... Yeah, we'll just move on. Not worth going for just one buck. Yeah, Mr. Hunt, the mellow fallows look really good. Because I wanted to, Zay. That's why I did it. I guess you could say Scarecrow's a little bit wacky today. The wacky wild world of Scarecrow. Patent pending. Okay, that's one we need to take down. Oh, and also, guys, I found another rare on the map. We have a level 1 piebald that is literally the smallest rack possible, so we're going to keep him on there just as a pet. Because I have not seen too many level 1 piebalds that tiny. It's kind of hilarious and adorable how small that male is. Hey, Samuel, how's it going, dude? Welcome. No, Brody, it'll stay the same time when you're offline. Call of the Wild pauses the game whenever you exit. So, like, if you close your game down, it's gonna just freeze wherever you were, and then when you open the game again, it'll pick up back from where you left off. At least in the time frame and where the animals are, stuff like that. Minimum weight? Definitely could be. Yeah, Ben, that rack can score anywhere from 254. The highest I've seen was 265. It's got like a 10 or 11 point range based on tip-to-tip spread. In fact, a couple nights ago when I was grinding, I actually got a diamond one that scored 265. Absolutely blew my mind because that was the highest scoring one I've ever seen with that rack. And it looks phenomenal. Like, I think it's my favorite looking whitetail rack that I've ever had. Besides great ones, obviously. $220. Do. Hey, Bobby, how's it going, man? Bonded the zone I've had and been getting very good results. Got my first albino 30 kills in and a diamond right after that. Nice, Bobby, nice. Yeah, we're going to try to stack great ones, Joshua. I think we're primarily going to do it with red deer. Next red deer great one I get, I'm for sure stacking it. Whitetail, I haven't decided. It's going to depend on which rack it is. If we get one that has a rack that I've been wanting, we'll probably just shoot it on the spot. But if it gets a rack I've already got, then I will stack it, most likely. I want to start doing some of the craziness with stacking great ones, because it is kind of cool just to have like multiple great ones on your map. And really the only way to get that is to leave it once it spawns and grind for another one. Unless you're just one of the few lucky people that gets 2 of them to spawn at the same time. Which I've only heard of happening like 3 times. You should stack rabbits. We're going to stack these rabbits to get the great one. I like it. Now you're thinking. Nice, Hunter. Yeah, Kaylee, we've got a lot at this point. 4 whitetail and 6 red deer for a total of 10. We gotta keep going, though. I want to eventually get to a point where I have over 20 great ones. That would be amazing if we could get there. I really want to get to that point to where we can just have like all the racks for all the great ones. One of these days, if they ever make bear hunting more tolerable, I'd like to get multiple fur types for the great one black bear as well. For me, great one grinding is just the most enjoyable thing in the game because there's like an insane reward at the end of it. Like, it's hard to get excited about most diamonds for me nowadays because I've been doing YouTube for a few years and have just exhausted thousands of hours worth of time into hunting for diamonds and rares that now I really just want to get all the great ones. Nice, Young, that's awesome, dude. It's always crazy when you get a great one without actually grinding for it. I've only had that happen one time, and it was with my second great one ever. Because at the time I was just looking for zones for a guide, and he showed up. I had barely shot any of them, so it was most likely an initial spawn. That's the only time I've ever got one without grinding for it. And it was quite a crazy feeling. Because you never expect it. It's just out of nowhere like, oh my gosh. Nice, slaying hogs, that's awesome. Yeah, I would love to see trail cams. I think that would be a very welcome addition to the game. That way I could actually watch some of my zones that I don't normally hunt and see if any new shootable bucks end up there. Like, imagine like you're doing a great one grind, you know, you finish your run, you check your cams, and you just see a great one on the cam. Oh my gosh, that'd be insane. Like, the way that I picture trail cams working in Call of the Wild would be like, you have your phone right here, and they make it so you can use different keys to maneuver through the phone. And you can go to like one that says check cams. And then you can cycle through like all of the cams. And you can like name each cam individually. I think that'd be such a cool system. And then you like click enter on it and it'll bring up a full screen view of what that camera is currently seeing. Or even just like have it so the camera just shows on the phone. Like it shows the current footage of what's there. I feel like that would be a really cool system. Hey Thomas, how's it going, man? Hey X3 Point Connor, how's it going, dude? Holy, we have 2 kings in here. Actually, 199 if I count all of you. Yeah, they do, Ben. I hope eventually we get some of those. Like, come on. It'd be such a cool feature. Imagine doing herd management on mule deer. That could be pretty cool. Imagine a bunch of super rare mule deer. Gosh, that'd be awesome. The thing about herd management is, though, once you get it going, it makes like the super rares a little bit easier to get. It takes so long. It takes so long to get the herd management grind started to where it's actually producing good trophies that there's no way I could get a super rare of every trophy. There's just no way I could do it, even with herd management, because it takes so long to get the HM going. I mean, it took me 20,000 red deer kills just to get my 4 super rares from red deer. And on average, that's like 5,000 kills per super rare. Not to mention the amount of time it takes to actually get your herds to a point where they're producing lots of diamonds. Gosh, that'd be hundreds. No, that'd be probably close to 1 million kills throughout all the species in the game to get a super rare of each one. Not to mention, like, the RNG. Got my Great One Whitetail in multiplayer. That is insane, Livin'. I have not heard of that happening too much. I only know of a few people that have done that. Nice, Seth. Nice. What is my favorite super rare? And the next Great One grind? Well, Great One grinds, we're probably just going to continue doing Latent Whitetail and Tiawaroa Red Deer as our Great One grinds. But, as far as my favorite super rare, I think it's got to be my albino diamond whitetail. It just looks so good. It has the best rack out of any super rare that I have. What's my favorite rack of the Whitetail Great One? I like the typical looking rack. And then my second favorite is the Drop Tine rack. Third favorite is probably the big rack. Fourth would be the cluster rack, which that one actually used to be my favorite. But I've seen it so much at this point, like it's the most common one I see people get, so I've kind of grown to just like not really care for it as much. Oh gosh, I ran out of breath! No! Oh gosh, I can't recover it in time. Well, they'll die eventually. They'll die one of these days. Yeah, there is no Africa 2 for the next map, guys. Jaxie already said that it wasn't happening, and he confirmed to me that that is what he meant. Unfortunately, Africa 2 is not the next map. And if I were to take a guess, it's possible that maybe it just wasn't a feasible project. Or maybe they've got other plans. Who knows? Definitely lots of possibilities on why. But, you know what that means? Maybe it's Australia instead. Maybe it's going to be Australia. Because Australia is another map that has been requested time and time again. Yeah, Canada would be nice. I do want to see a British Columbia map. I think a BC map with blacktail deer would be fantastic, so we can get blacktail on another map. Later, Rylan. Gotta be Mars. It's definitely Mars. You want Iowa? That could be kind of cool. I mean, it is the land of the big bucks, so I could see that being pretty cool. I wouldn't mind an Iowa map. Just like have tons of like cornfields and stuff like that with big whitetail deer. I mean, let's face it, people love whitetail deer. Wouldn't put it past them to do an Iowa map. Gosh, what is up with my breath? I can't hold steady for the life of me today for some reason. Like, it seems like my character is running out of breath faster than normal. Maybe I'm just aiming too quickly after I quit running. Either way, it really seems like I'm running out of breath faster, regardless of whether it's something I'm doing. You want Texas? Me too. I think Texas would be cool. And I mean, since they did a map out of the US for the last one, maybe we'll get another US map like Texas. That'd be cool. I don't know about you guys. I know a lot of people are tired of US maps, but I kind of like them. And that's probably just because I am from the US, but I love maps like Layton Lakes and Silver Ridge Peaks and stuff like that. They're some of my favorite maps. Holy 1,000 subs. Thank you so much for the super chat, dude. Really appreciate it. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Would like to see a Great One Elk. Also calling it new map you feel is Canada or maybe another Russia map. Maybe. That would definitely not be too bad either. Make a improved version of Medved or something. Since Medved, unfortunately, is one of the least played maps in the game. Which is a bummer. Medved had a lot of potential. I really wish they would have added muskox. I feel like that would have been the difference with Medved. If they had added muskox, it would have been a huge hit. I mean, even to date, that's one of the more requested animals we see is muskox because they're just so cool. They're just so awesome and would really make Medved 10 times more amazing. I did not see that guy. Where did he come from? Man, we keep getting bucks that just randomly show up out of nowhere. Also, I just remembered, we still have tents. We got a couple tents we can place down, so we might as well set them up in spots that we haven't been able to have a tent at previously. Like, I would love to just place a tent right here so that we can just quickly fast travel and grab these deer. And honestly, at that point, maybe we will... Maybe we'll want to set up a tent there and have our claiming tent there. You know, like shoot them from that side instead of here. That might be good. I don't know, though. Why Layton instead of Rancho? Because Rancho's not as good as it used to be. Layton has been improved massively over the last couple updates, so... Layton now has the lowest amount of locations that deer can be, so it takes less time to find all of them. And it takes less time to do your runs through all the herds. Maps like Revontuli have too many places you have to check. It's the same problem with Mississippi. There's just too many locations Whitetail can be. And then Rancho, it's too brushy. Like the majority of the lakes that the Whitetail are at a lot now are the super brushy, hilly lakes that are hard to hunt. And they're less consistent in the good areas. How do you get tents? If you're on PC, you can purchase the tent DLC. If you're on console, it should come with the game. And at that point, you just go into the in-game store and use your earned currency to purchase them. Another doe. Not sure how many deer we've killed so far. What do you guys think? Have we killed like 20 deer? I feel like we've killed around 20. But it's very hard to say because we've done a little bit of running around. This hasn't all been hunting. We have done a decent bit of searching. $20 to $25? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Nothing yet, Tyler. No good ones yet. There's a 2. And there's a 2. Okay. This zone consistently gets back 2 level 2s. Alright, I think that was the only 2. We're actually going to move this tent, I think. That other herd that it's on top of doesn't even spawn any shootable ones anymore, so we'll just move this over here closer so that we can claim these quickly. I'd like to get it to a point where I can just have the claiming tents, but there's just so many locations for whitetail on literally every map that it makes it so I really can't do the whole, like, claiming tent strategy anymore like I could with Rancho. Like, even on Rancho, it doesn't work anymore. Because there's just too many places they can be. 180. 173. I think we're down to just 1 level 2 at this lake. That's good. Hopefully soon we can abandon it. When are the clues coming? Nobody knows, man. Nobody knows. Whenever they start showing up, they start showing up. You never know. Maybe they're not doing clues. Oh, there's a level 3. Okay, so that was from the run that I just did previously. That is a brand new level 3, so we have 3 of them on the map now. Beautiful. Beautiful. Starting to get them to show up a little bit more consistently, I can see. That's awesome. Let's get the other ones around it down. That one and that one. There he goes. Beautiful. Yeah, exactly, Johnny. It's unfortunate. I mean, at least Rancho still has pheasants going for it. They still have pheasants going for them and collared peccary and stuff like that. I think the pheasant hunting is one of the few things that has not changed on Rancho over the last couple updates. Well, think of it this way, King. If they only do new animals on a map, we're probably only going to get 1 map a year instead of 2. Because part of the reason that we get 2 maps every single year is because they don't have to put in the extra work to make like 10 new species instead of they just do like 6 or 7 new species. Because, like, all of that takes time. Because it's not only a matter of making the species, modeling it, getting animations for it, adding its need zones and stuff like that, but they also have to add all the trophy poses in the trophy lodge. They have to make the pathing for all the individual new species and stuff like that. There's a lot of work that goes into it. And so there's more to it than just, like, they should do 10 new species instead of just half of them being new species. A lot of times, it's the only way that they're able to put out the amount of content they do. We get 2 new maps every year because of the corners that they do cut with, like, sometimes not adding a new weapon with a map and cutting down on the story missions and only doing, like, half of the new species, or half of the species on the map as new species. Little things like that is what makes it possible to get 2 maps a year. And I don't know about you guys, but I would rather get 2 maps every year and have a few repeat species than only get 1 map every year and have it be all new species. I feel like we would get bored of the game more often if we only got 1 new map every year. Alligator Great One, that could be cool, Logan. Granted, mostly birds, true. Yeah, Revon Thule had a lot of new species, but yeah, a lot of them were birds, which are easier to make than something like a deer or a bear or, you know, something like that. We just hit 12, so I don't know. I don't know what's going to be at these zones now. Oh, hi. What are you doing, sir? There's a deer. How do you know if you have all your zones? There really is no way to know. Because you can always get new zones. They can always move. There's no way to know if you've got them all. A lot of times it's just guessing if you've got them all. Hey. That's illegal, sir. Think we got all 3 of them. Well, yeah, Deerslayer, but the game was fresher at that point. That's another thing to take into account. Like, they started off with 1 map a year, but the game was very early on. It was still pretty new to everybody. And so getting 1 map a year, it seemed like it was fine because there was still a lot of stuff in the game we didn't know about back then. And so the game was still pretty fresh. But at this point, the game's been out for like 5 years and we expect 2 maps a year. If they started doing 1 map a year to push out extra species with each of those maps, you'd see some massive dead periods with the game. There would be a lot of months where just nobody was playing it because it had been like 7 or 8 months since the last map. I mean, we already see it right now. Every time a new map gets released, everybody's playing the game for about 2 months. And then from then on, it just slowly decreases in the amount of people playing until the new map comes out. And then it picks back up. At least, that's how I see it as a content creator. Like, I notice massive... Like, a lot of times, like, the fluctuation? That is not English. A lot of times the fluctuations in viewership indicate how interested people are in the game at that current moment. And the first 2 months after a new update for a new map are typically when the game has the most players. And then weapon packs don't give you as much people interested in the game, it seems. From what I've seen, people don't get as crazy interested in the weapon packs, but there's still like a month or so after one releases where everybody's excited and playing around with it. Except for the handgun pack. It kind of died down very fast. No, it didn't, X3. Most people are just waiting for content. I can guarantee you that whenever Way of the Hunter adds rares and non-typicals and more maps, there's a pretty good chance it's going to be on the same level, if not have higher viewership and higher player base than Call of the Wild. With Way of the Hunter, it's got a bright future, but currently it's missing a lot of content. That's the problem with Way of the Hunter. It's missing a lot of content, and that's why there's less people playing it. I can already tell you that whenever they add rares, I'm going to be grinding Way of the Hunter a lot. That's what I'm waiting for, is rares. Because it'll add more replayability. You think a China map is possible? I don't know, FC. I don't know what the hunting regulations are like in China. Yes, they do need rares bad. Very badly. That is what is holding Way of the Hunter back. Is the fact that 5 stars are the only thing to grind for. And at this point, people have kind of figured out how to get the 5 stars pretty consistently. This is the big level 3 that I've been saving, by the way, guys. This guy's massive. This is the biggest level 3 I currently have on the map. Absolute beast of a buck. Hola, Sir Moose. How you doing? Any more great ones yet? Not yet, Atomics. Not yet. Respawns respawn immediately, Haze. You get your respawns immediately, but then they have to travel to their zones. So if they're not at their zone yet, just hunt other zones until they get there. That's really all there is to it, because they have to travel from wherever they spawned to the place that they're supposed to be. Oh yeah, we need another trophy lodge for sure. I think we would definitely benefit from another lodge in the game. One that has more mounts, because right now, I think that's one of the issues that people are most concerned about with trophy lodges, is the fact that we need more mounts and more customizability with the mounts. We need to be able to place the larger animals in more locations than we currently can. If they did that along with adding a new lodge, I think it would be pretty well received. As well as getting stuff like filters for the trophy manager and stuff like that would be very much appreciated. I didn't want to... Okay, it's going to show up the same as the whitetail. Good. I was going to say, I didn't want to add drink zones that are not whitetail to my map. But it's going to be on top of the same one as the whitetail, so it is what it is. Anyway, the other level 3 is right over here somewhere, but I don't think they're there at the moment because their zone ends at 12. Or no, it ends at 12:30. Oh, maybe we'll get there. They must be in the reeds. Or they left a little bit early. That does happen. Yeah, that'd be cool, X3. I would like those too. Oh, wow, Duxton. Yeah, they're probably not going to do a China map ever then. If there's that much restrictions, then I don't see them ever doing one of those. Alright, well, nothing there. Well, if I'm being honest, King, I don't think Ultimate Hunting is going to do as well as we think. They've now got the competition of Way of the Hunter as well. I think I'll put it this way. I think Ultimate Hunting is going to be good. But I don't think it's going to be as good as the hardcore following of Ultimate Hunting is making it out to be. I think it'll be a good hunting game, but it's not going to be the best one. Because they have a pretty small budget compared to bigger companies like EW and Nine Rocks and people like that. The one thing that Ultimate Hunting will have going for it is that they are not afraid to put stuff like elephants in the game. And that they're doing a pretty good, that they're using a pretty good customization system for the weapons. But like a lot of that stuff's pretty easy to compete with. If they do that and it's a big hit, it'd be pretty easy for companies like EW and Nine Rocks to just do the same thing, you know? We already know the Way of the Hunter is eventually going to make calibers interchangeable between all weapons. And little things like that, so... I think Ultimate Hunting will be fun. I think it'll be a good hunting game, but I don't think it's going to be as good as people have made it out to be. No, you don't need all zones, Nixie. That is a complete myth. You don't need all of your zones to get respawns. I have done many grinds with only like half of my zones or 3/4 of my zones, and I always got my respawns. Sometimes they would go to areas I didn't shoot them, but that's going to happen no matter how many zones you've found. You don't need all your zones for a grind. I don't know how that rumor even started, but it's been going around for years. You don't need all of your zones. It's helpful to have them all. It's definitely helpful because then you have more locations where you know where to check. If you are missing a deer or two from a zone you've been hunting, you can always just check one of the other zones you found and see if maybe you got an extra one there, because that does happen a lot. But yeah, it's not required. You don't absolutely have to have every zone. All right, Ben, that sounds good, dude. Sounds delicious. Have I had a max weight great one? No, I have not. I've had a couple that were pretty big, but never a max weight, unfortunately. Oh, man, where are we going to go? We just reset the time, so they're probably not going to be at their zones for the most part. There might be a few that are, though. Any tips for red deer great one grinding? I mean, what type of tips are you looking for? Like, tips on getting the great one to spawn? Because unfortunately, there's really nothing that can get a great one to spawn faster, at least as far as we know now. But if you're just looking for tips to make the grind go smoother, I could definitely give you some. I mean, one of the biggest ones is just utilize all 16 tent slots. If you're not using all your tent slots, then that's just going to be a lot of extra time going to different zones to take down those red deer. Utilize all your tent slots. Use tripods as much as you can. Like, little things like that will help quite a bit. You don't have to have tents, Wyatt, but they do help a lot. It's something you can do, though, is start with, like, no tents or a few, and as you do the grind, you'll make a lot of money off of red deer. You can buy more tents as you're grinding. I did that on a different account once where I was doing a series called Great One Before Level 60, which unfortunately we never got it. But that's what I did. I just bought more tents as I earned money. Johan, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Can I post the Whitetail zone map on Discord? I haven't even made one yet, so maybe if I ever make one, I can do that. But right now, I don't have a zone map. I don't currently have a zone map. But I probably will end up making one at some point. Lauren, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it as well. Wrote an essay on your channel for school. Wow, really? That is crazy. Never would have thought that I would be the subject of an essay. I appreciate that. That's cool. That is really cool. Hopefully it did well. Hopefully you got an A. To shoot my whitetail great one with the air gun? I've actually already done that. I've already shot a great one whitetail with the air rifle. The next one we're using is going to be the 45 Rolliston, because I've been trying to get a great one with every single new handgun. We already got a great one red deer with the Glock and the 243. So next up's the Rolliston, which is actually why we started up the whitetail grind in the first place, is because I needed to get a great one whitetail with the 45. Alright, they are taking their sweet time. We will probably go to one of the zones that's a little bit more consistent. Actually, let's use this time to move around a couple of our setups. What's the best whitetail I've got during the grind? I had a 269 diamond the other night. And then I think the next best would be a 207 albino that we got a few days ago. Those are probably the best ones that I've had so far. Yeah, let's move things around a little bit. Figure out where we need to place everything. Because there's definitely got to be a better layout we can do for this area. Hey, Carrie, how's it going? Crow's famous. Oh my gosh, Crow is famous. What the? Thanks, Call the Wild. That caught me off guard. I'm just trying to look through my binos and boom, tent. Yeah, that albino was great. Loved it. I think that's my favorite kill from the grind so far. Do I always check all zones? No, I don't have enough time in like each time reset to check all my zones. Leighton Lakes has, well, for me right now, I've got about 50 zones. Maybe a little bit more even at this point, and I can't check 50 zones in one time reset. So I end up checking about half of them, and then I'll check the other half in the next run usually. Unfortunately, that's the one downside to whitetail hunting on pretty much every map. It's very hard to check all the zones. Ooh, this is going to be good right here. If I can... Really? Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Perfect. Okay. Where are they usually? I think they usually sit around here, don't they? Right there, okay. So we need to set up this stand, like, in an area where we can easily see that. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that actually stayed there. Oh, that's perfect, man. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. We can see all of them from here. Let's see. What's over here? I mean, kind of like to get it... Yeah, I kind of want to get it further over so we can see the other zones a little bit better. We'll move it once more. Yeah, zones differ quite a bit from map to map, Young G. Hey, Wyatt, how's it going, man? I don't know, Nixie. We haven't even got super far into the next Great One grind for red deer because I've been doing the whitetail. I'd say until we go like 3,000 or 4,000 without getting a Great One again, it's not busted, no. We still gotta do more of it to try and figure out what's going on with that. We're actually gonna be doing a little bit of red deer grinding after the whitetail, so... hopefully we'll get that Great One red deer to spawn today. Okay, this is where we want it. What am I doing? I gotta grab the stand. There we go, and now we'll put a claiming tent over there as well. Nice, Wyatt. Yeah, Johnny's been getting them super quick, and he's doing the exact same thing I am, so... I got a feeling we're going to be getting our next Great One red deer soon. But I mean, there's only one way to find out, right? Not necessarily a quitty. So whenever you delete a zone, there's 3 things that can happen. That herd can move to one of the other zones with another herd, like you just mentioned, or it can go back to the exact same zone, or it can create a completely new zone. So there's no way to know which one of those it's gonna do. Nice, Tyler. You'd like an Ice Age map? That could be interesting, Daniel. Get anything good today? Nothing yet, Kian. Well, we did spawn a level 3, but we haven't shot it yet because we're stacking them. Bro, are you kidding me? I did it again. I didn't pick up the... I didn't grab a tent. What's old Crow doing? What's old Crow doing, man? What am I doing? Forgetting tents like it's nothing. Alright, that's it. I'm ATVing over there. I don't care if we never see these herds this run. Nice, Johnny. Yeah, I wonder if it has something to do with it. It's so hard to know. I actually shot a few level 4s last night, so maybe we'll see a Great One today. I don't know, there's so many different theories, and it's hard to say if any of them are gonna pan out to be true. So tough. So tough to say. There we go. We got our claiming tent set up. Beautiful. Love to see it. Hey, Dip, how's it going, dude? You wish there were four-wheelers in Way of the Hunter? I mean, we've got a Jeep, though. And in my book, a Jeep's better because it's quicker. Yes, Wyatt, it still does. Hey, Faded, how's it going? No, Mr. Hunt, I haven't. I primarily just fished for, like, cold water species, like, Chinook salmon, steelhead, rainbow trout, cutthroat trout. Stuff like that. I fished for bass once or twice. And then, rockfish off of the, coast. Hey, these are not at their zones either. This is, the one thing I hate about the whitetail grind. Most of them take forever to get to their zones. Yep, they're not there either. Yeah, Carrie. It's unfortunate that they take so long, but it is what it is, you know. Can't have everything, I guess. The whitetail are just a slightly tougher grind. This zone is only a doe from what I remember, so we don't got to worry about that one. You want to check these, though. Well, the thing about red deer on any grind, Laura, is because I've grinded my red deer so much, my best spot is nowhere near the same place as it was when I first started. So your best spot is going to be very different from person to person based on just where your initial spawns were, where they moved after you started shooting them, like little things like that. So my best spot is probably not going to be your best spot. Because when I first started grinding, the Pukimaro lakes were the best. Now, I don't even hunt them anymore. Things change quite a bit as you grind, so unfortunately I can't even give a best lake anymore. Because mine have moved around so much. Still nothing here. Man, they are slow to their zones today. I mean, I guess I did reset it clear back to 8:30 and I typically just do 9:30. Well, let's go back up here and real quickly check these. Thank you, King. I appreciate that, man. I try my best. Nice, Wyatt. You put cinnamon rolls in the oven? Nice, Ben. That sounds amazing. There we go. There we go. Let's go, guys. We got the deer. I almost called them red deer. I almost called them red deer. There we go. Love to see it. Too used to the red deer grinding? I am, Kian. Too used to the red deer grinding where they actually are consistent. 224, that's a solid deer. Not a bad one at all. This zone, I'd really like to catch the deer when they're there, but I'm almost always late. I almost always forget about it until they're already gone for the day. Or the time reset. Technically, it's an in-game day, but you know what I mean. I almost always miss out on the herd here because I forget about it. Yeah, they're not even here yet, so unfortunate. Oh no, bow fishing. I mean, that's still a cool trophy regardless. Even if it trolled, that's still a cool one to have, you know? Definitely still an accomplishment. Good luck, Zella. Hopefully you get some good trophies. Oh, me too, Joni. Like, that's one of the big killers for grinds for me is animals being late. Because it just gets frustrating when they're super late because you expect them to be there during their drink time, and then sometimes they take like 2 or 3 hours of in-game time to even get to their zone. Then they drink for like 30 minutes and then leave because their zone's time is up. It definitely does get very frustrating. Okay, let's check this. I have not been through this river section in ages. I bet there's got to be a couple 2s that have shown up there. Maybe even a 3. You never know. Quick little check through here. Nope. Alright, let's move down this way. Let's go do a quick check on some of the spots we haven't been to recently. Later, Wyatt. Imagine if Great Ones had a chance to troll. Oh gosh, that'd be terrible. That'd be terrible if they could troll. I know so many people would be mad if they could. Imagine grinding for like 10,000 kills and then you get a troll Great One. Could you imagine that happening? Oh gosh. I don't even want to think about it. That's just... Ugh. All of that work for nothing. I know, right? It would suck. It would really suck. Not all of them, Andrew. I pick up about 70% of the deer that I shoot. The only ones I don't pick up are the ones that are incredibly far away or ones that I wounded and didn't get a vital hit on. Yeah, Tokyo Way of the Hunter is a great game. Right now it's just kind of lacking content. But that's primarily just because it's pretty much a fresh release still. So I'm sure in time they're going to get a lot more content, but... Yeah, that's the only downside to it right now, is that there's just not enough maps, species, and there's no rares or non-typicals, but other than that, it's a really well-made hunting game. Like, it's got so much potential that it's ridiculous. That is honestly the best word to describe Way of the Hunter. Potential. It has crazy potential. Your whitetail decided to take a dip. Yeah, that sounds about right. They love to take a swim. They love to go swimming. It's got a 280 Great One Red Deer. That is insane, McClarty. McClarty? That threw me off for a second. I thought it was McCarty, and then I was like, wait a minute. No, that's McClarty. Then I was like, is it really? Yes, it is. Okay. Scarecrow's brain has finally figured it out. What's my favorite trophy? My piebald, or not piebald, my albino diamond whitetail is probably my favorite. I just mentioned Wyatt Quinton. There's not enough content. The only thing to search for in Way of the Hunter right now is 5-star trophies, and they're pretty easy to get once you know how to manage your herds. So there's just not enough replayability for me to stick with Way of the Hunter, like, super hardcore. We need rares in that game desperately. Oh, no, Unknown. That's the worst, man. I'm happy that I haven't messed up a great one yet. And I really thought I was going to. I mean, especially the one that we hip-fired. I thought for sure that hip-fire was going to end terribly, but somehow it ended up working. Well, hello there, sir. All right, it's just one level 2 over here. Gotta make sure I don't get killed by them. Can you get a great one to score bronze if all 4 of the harvest checks are red? No. That's not how the, like, medal system works. You only lose 1 harvest check, or you only lose 1 medal ranking regardless of how many checks you miss. Missing 1 harvest check or 4 will still just derank by 1 medal. It's a big 2. Any more 2s? Does not appear that way. I don't know, Mr. Hunt. The super rares are cool, but I feel like I get more excited for the great ones. Like, even though the super rares are more rare, I feel like I've never got more excited than finding great ones live on stream. Those are the most exciting moments for me. Hey, Duck, how's it going, dude? One of those looked like a pie? It might have been. Definitely could have been. Nice, Cody. Yeah, I've had one or two that was guaranteed that was level 2. Definitely not common, though. Alright, Johnny, no worries. He turned as soon as you shot. Aw, man. Yeah, that's rough. That would suck. The other one we wounded, so we're not going to worry about him. You have how many super rares? As of now, I've got 4 super rare red deer, 3 super rare whitetail, and then I have a super rare mallard and a super rare caribou. And the caribou was actually my first one that I ever got. Way before I did any content on YouTube. Not sure how we missed the first 2, but you know it is what it is. How many great ones of any animals do I have? I have a total of 10. We've got 4 whitetail and 6 red deer as of now. Yes, Andrew, I do have a video about herd management. I have a video about it for red deer. It's a little bit different with whitetail, but it's the same concept. I would recommend checking that out. One of the mods can put it in chat. No, Zach, I never would have expected it. But it's my dream, so I'm very happy about it. Ever since I was 14, I wanted to do this. Hey, Goldie, how's it going, dude? Glad you could make it. No, Hunter, it doesn't mean that. Great ones can happen at any time. There's no way to predict it. Great ones are 100% unpredictable. Even the people that have got like 10, 20, 30 great ones don't know how to predict when they're going to get another. They're the one thing in the game that seems to be pretty random and incredibly unpredictable. We're trying to get one to stack it, Goldie. We're trying to get both whitetail and red deer so that we can stack them. The way I'm doing it with the whitetail is if I get a rack that I already have to spawn, then we'll probably stack it. If I get one of the racks I don't have, then we're going to kill it. But with red deer, we're going to stack it regardless. Any red deer great one that we get to spawn, we're going to be stacking. And in fact, probably in like 20 minutes or so, we're going to jump over to red deer. And do probably like an hour of red deer grinding. One of the 2s disappeared, I think. I thought we had 2 level 2s, a 3, and a 1. Was that spine somehow? Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you two? Oh, we definitely have a new zone. We've definitely got a new zone, I think. Yeah, we gotta have a new zone. Where did those come from? Oh, that's unfortunate, Goldie. Yeah, that 3 is huge. I think that's the biggest 3 that we've spawned on this grind. He looks massive. Yes, we leave the level 1s and then kill the 2s and 3s. But right now we're leaving the 3s as well to try and force more level 1s to spawn by raising the average score with those 3s. What time do I hunt the red deer at? I hunt them at, typically around, like, 7:30. Red deer start at 6:30, correct? My brain is just drawing a blank right now. I'm pretty sure I start at 7:30 always. Because we're stacking the 3s, Dennis. We're stacking the 3s to force more level 1s to spawn on the map. That way the remaining ones will come back as diamonds more often. That's a big 2. One of our 3s is here. That's a big 2 as well. That's another 2. Where's the 3? Where did our level 3 go? I don't know where the 3 went. He's somewhere in here, though. Maybe he hasn't arrived yet, because I know for a fact I have a 3 at this zone. I think we're going to go ahead and drop a tent right here. For now, we'll keep it here. We can always move it if we need it in another location. But I'd rather be able to quickly fast travel here. Nice, Ben. Nice, Duxton. How many diamond whitetail didn't need on my map before I shoot the first one? Well, it depends on what your purpose of stacking them is, because the only like use of stacking diamonds is to get more of the low levels to spawn, because when you stack a bunch of diamonds, that raises the average score of the population of animals on the map, making it so that you can get some more of those like level 1 whitetail to spawn in. And once you get to a point where you're happy with the amount you've got, that's when you should shoot all of the level 3s. Like right now I'm stacking them because I've been having trouble getting level 1s to spawn. We've got so many on the map that we're starting to get to a point where they're not respawning as 1s as often. Gosh, those were 2 giants. Those were a couple really nice whitetail. Big males. What's my personal favorite and best map to hunt whitetail? For me, it's Layton Lakes. It used to be Rancho, but they made some changes to it that I didn't like. And so I've been doing my grind on Layton, and so far it seems to be definitely the easiest one to do because the whitetail can only be on this left half of the map. All of the other maps that have whitetail, they can be literally across the entire map, which makes it so you don't have as many zones that you can reach from your tents. Which makes it so a lot of other maps involve a lot of running, which takes up more time. You know, it's time where you're not shooting deer because you have to run to all the zones. So I found Layton to be the best one for a grind in the current state of the game. Wait, did we finally? I think we finally got this herd to be just 1s. Beautiful. Love to see it. Love to see it, man. Oh, yeah, Magic. Unfortunately, I only know English. I don't know any other languages, so I'm only able to do my guides in English. I wish I knew some other languages, though. It'd be cool. Yeah, King, super airlines exist. I've seen a few of them posted throughout the years. Necron, thank you so much for becoming a member. Really appreciate that. Welcome back. Welcome back. I hope you've been doing good. No, Young G, we didn't get anything good yet. We, I don't know if you were here when we found the level 3, but we've got a third level 3 on the map now. That's really the only thing that's happened. One thing that you guys are going to notice is we're seeing less and less fence racks. You guys have probably noticed we're seeing a lot more that are at least this big, and most of them have been like this. So, our stacking level 1s is definitely starting to take effect. We're definitely starting to see herd management actually working. But we're still not to the point where we're getting tons of diamonds left and right. So we still need to try and get some more level 1s. But we're definitely making progress. Hey, Decorver, I'm doing good. Yeah, Vip, I'm playing on Steam. Next great one is going down with the 45 Rolliston Porter. Why don't I have spot knowledge? What do you mean? You should. Everybody does. It's in Ambusher. Right here. Maybe, Dennis. Maybe. When are we doing red deer? We're gonna be doing red deer in probably like 15 minutes. So we'll be jumping into the red deer grind soon. Wait, where's the ones that we dropped? Did they float, man? Boy, they did. Well, that's not quite what I was expecting. A floater here. And where'd the other ones even go? You know what? I'm not going to worry about getting him. Let's just go grab the other two. Probably take less time just to find them. Yeah, there's one already. $218, not bad. Not a bad one at all. Don't see the other in sight. Alright, we'll just move on. It is what it is. Oh, I hope so, Necron. That would be crazy. Nice, Duck. That should be crazy. Like, that should be a very, exciting takedown attempt. Should definitely be an exciting one. Just seen a massive mule deer in the classic. Lost it. Do you know how I can find him again? You just gotta follow wherever you saw him go. Follow the tracks. Following the tracks is your best bet in the Hunter Classic. It's really the only thing you can do. No, you can still do it, Bob. I've done it throughout my grind. As of now, we don't know if it increases the chances of great ones or not, but doesn't hurt. Great One Lion definitely could be cool. Definitely could be an interesting addition if they ever do it. No shootable bucks here this time. Interesting. What do I think is the best moose gun? I like the 300 Magnum. I think the 300 is the best gun for moose. That's crazy, Necron. That is crazy. RNG just not in your favor for the Great One, it seems. Hey, Lynx, how's it going? What got me more excited, finding the track of a Great One or just spotting it straight up? I think spotting it. I've only found the track of a Great One once, and it wasn't nearly as exciting as spotting a Great One. And I think the most exciting Great Ones I've ever had were the ones that I spotted on stream. Those have been the most exciting ones. Hello there, little whitetail. Matthew, thank you for becoming a member, dude. Really appreciate it. Enjoy the green name and chat, special badge icon, all the awesome emotes, ability to use commands, access to private Discord channels once you link Discord to YouTube, and access to my scrapped content on the channel. Really appreciate it. Not yet, Trevor. Not yet. We're trying. We're trying to get a Great One on the map. Oh my gosh, number 2, Duxton. Gotta share some with me, man. Gotta save some for old Crow. That's just rude to keep the BLTs to yourself, jeez. Yeah, Matthew, could one of the moderators drop the Discord link in chat? Where's the herd that was here? Like, we still have a zone there, but I don't see them anymore. They're either just very late, very consistently, or they're not showing up anymore. I don't know which one it is, but unfortunate that we're not seeing them as often. Don't see any 2s. This zone right here is getting to a point where the 2s don't show up there super often. Really hoping we can just start abandoning some of these zones sooner than later. That way we can narrow it down to fewer zones that we have to hunt, but unfortunately, they don't get to that point as often with the whitetail grind. It's very hard to get a zone to a point where you don't have to check it, because even if it's had level 1s for like 5 or 6 runs, sometimes just out of nowhere, you'll find a shootable buck in there. So pretty much every zone I do have to eventually go back to and double check to see if anything's there. Is Layton the best for whitetail? In my opinion, yes. I do think it is. That's gonna differ depending on who you ask about it, but I definitely think that it's the best one right now. Okay, I think we're only down to one shootable buck in this herd. Because we have the 3, and then we have the 2 1s, and then that 2 that we just took down. I think we're at a point where there's only one shootable one. I've been there once or twice, Cole. I went there once or twice a long time ago. And it was actually for Steelhead when I went there. Sadly, didn't get anything, and it was quite the drive, so haven't been able to do it since then, but it's a beautiful river. I actually really like the Siletz. It's a nice river. But to be honest, a lot of the rivers and lakes in Oregon are beautiful. That's like one of the major upsides to being in Oregon is the entire state is just beautiful. Except Portland, but we won't get into that. I'm from Oregon, G. Would I rather have a great one moose or a great one reindeer? Ooh, of the two? They're pretty even. I'd say my favorite of the two would be probably reindeer. Just because big reindeer and caribou actually look pretty ridiculous in real life. And having a great one of those in the game would be so good. Like, I think that is one of the most underrated candidates for a great one. Is reindeer and caribou. Because it could actually be something pretty impressive. Yeah, me too, Cole. I do whatever I can not to go there. I just hate big cities in general, though. I don't like big cities one bit. What's my favorite map in Call of the Wild? I like Te Awaroa the best. The map is just beautiful, and it's got so many species that I love. All right, let's check one more zone real quick, and then we're probably going to jump over to red deer. What do you guys think? We getting the great one red deer today? Why is having one shootable buck good? It's good because that means that we're getting more level 1s on the map. And we're trying to stack as many level 1s as we can so that we can force more diamonds to spawn through herd management. The less shootable bucks you have on the map, and the more level 1s that you have, the higher average levels the remaining ones will respawn as. So, for example, with red deer, I have over 100 level 4 and below red deer on my map. And because that, the remaining like 20 or 30 respawn as 7s, 8s, and 9s super commonly. And in most cases, I get a diamond red deer every 20 kills now. Every like 15 to 20 kills, I get a diamond red deer. All because of herd management, which is why it's great to see less and less shootable bucks here on the whitetail grind, because it means that it's working, you know? It means that we're getting those level 1s stacked up. It means that we're getting less and less shootable ones, therefore increasing the quality of the remaining shootable ones. There we go. Oh gosh, that would be a very long stream, Nate. That would be a long stream. I mean, some of my Great One grinds have took literally like 100+ hours of gameplay. There's no way that I could stream until finding a Great One. I'm using both of them, Kathy, depending on the situation. If I'm relatively close and there's multiple deer, I'll use the 308, but if it's further away and I'm like less confident that I'll hit vitals, I'll use the 300 just so they at least go down quickly. Hey, Flat Pop, how's it going, dude? Welcome. Hope you've been doing good, man. Not sure, Blake. I haven't decided. I've been so deep into these Great One grinds, it's been hard to, like, do stuff like that. I know, right, Kathy? Love to see it. Love to see all the level 1s. I think at this point we're over halfway. We're, like, over 50% of our map being level 1s. At this point, I'd say probably about 60% is level 1s. Or at least that's my estimates. We got a lot of them to be 1s. Oh my gosh, Flat Pop, that's awesome, man. That is super awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations, that is awesome. Alright, let's jump over to Tiabaroa. I got a feeling we're very close to the Great One Red Deer. We are approaching 1,000 kills since our last Great One Red Deer. I think we're at like 700. Let me look. Also, how many deer? I'd say that we killed probably 70 whitetail. No. Probably 80 to be honest, because we spent an hour and 45 minutes, so we had to have... No, but we did do a little bit of searching for other zones. We definitely only killed 70, I would say. That brings us up to 1,010 whitetail kills. Not bad. We're already at 1,000 whitetail kills. That's crazy. We are getting up there fast, man. We are getting up there super quickly. Yeah, we're doing great, Flat Pop. Doing pretty well. What time do I start streaming normally? Usually it's anywhere from 2 to 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so about 1 to 2 hours ago from now is when I normally start my streams. But if I'm like really feeling like grinding, sometimes I'll jump on early. Nice, Dennis. I'm glad that you've been enjoying them. That is awesome to hear. What lakes do I use for red deer? Well, I do check all of them just to make sure that I'm not missing any. Because every once in a while, even though I've got most of my main zones down, they do tend to occasionally respawn elsewhere. So I check all the map, or all of the zones. But the primary lakes that I use all the time are these three right here. This lake, and this river zone. Those are my most consistent areas. Let's get our first diamond down of the day. Nice, we got him. I should have looked over here first. I didn't check there. Oh well. Probably spooked him. Later, TNG. Thanks for dropping in, man. It depends what you're doing, Kraken. If you're just trying to get the Great One and don't really care about diamonds or super rares or anything like that, then it doesn't really matter what you do. You can shoot as much or as little does and bucks as you want. As long as you're getting bucks down, you're going to be getting chances at the Great One. But if you're wanting to do herd management, I don't recommend shooting the does. Hey Levi, how's it going, man? Nothing too crazy today. We got one level 3 whitetail to spawn. We decided to continue stacking him. We got 3 level 3 whitetail on the map at the moment. And we just now switched over to red deer. Just shot our first diamond red deer of the day. Now let's see how far they ran. Only crazy thing is that Crow still loves red deer. I know, right? Insane. How do I do it? How does old Crow do it? How does he tolerate the red deer after 20,000 kills? Watch my herd management guide, Cody. It'll explain it better than I could right now. $263. Beautiful. Love to see it. Yeah, pretty much, Liam. You don't have to have every zone to grind. But it definitely makes it easier to know where all your zones are, just so that you can check them if you start to notice that you're missing some of your shootable deer. Oh, nice, Caitlin. Yeah, the lines are a lot of fun now. Unfortunately, I don't, Cole. I don't really know too much about the bass fishing in Oregon. I've never been much of a bass fisherman, though I'd like to get into it eventually. I've only fished for bass like twice. I primarily fish for trout and salmon species. Crazy, Johnny. Crazy. I don't know how you do it. Holy. I think that's the most shootable red deer I've seen at that lake in probably like 2 weeks. Normally, I only have 3 here. That time we had 4. What gun is that golden one? You talking about this one right here? This is a 300 Magnum. And it's actually like a copper barrel, I believe. Yeah, trick shots. I've got this red deer grind, like, down to a T. Got it to a point where, like, just red deer going down every 2 seconds. Now, what do you mean by the stacking method, Colby? Are you talking about, like, why do you stack, max level animals, or, like, what the purpose of it's for? Jeez, Simon, yeah, that's cold. 9 degrees is super cold. Okay, what do you guys mean by the stacking method? I've never heard of the stacking method. Like, what do you mean by the stacking method? Or are you just talking about herd management? Possibly, Austin. I haven't done a collab in a little while, so might look into trying to line up a couple here eventually. Oh, that's what you mean, Colby. Gotcha. That's not really the stacking method. That's called herd management. The stacking is just something that you can do during herd management. So basically, the way that it works for red deer, it's the easiest for me to explain in like the red deer terms because that's the one that I've had the most experience with, but essentially with the red deer, in order to do herd management, you want to have as many level 4 and below stags on your map as possible. So you pretty much just continue to shoot 5s and above until you get to the point where you have around 100 or so level 4s or lower, and only around 20 to 30 that are between the levels of 5 and 9. When you get to that point, those remaining like 20 or 30 will very consistently respawn as level 9s, and there'll be many times where you get a diamond every 15, 20, 30 kills, somewhere in that range. I've had it as low as getting a diamond every 10 kills for a little while. Wait, now I'm confused, Owen. That's like the exact opposite of what you would want to do. Yeah, stacking diamonds doesn't spawn diamonds. I can tell you guys that already. As somebody who has killed 20,000 red deer with about 14,000 of those kills being with herd management, I can tell you that stacking diamonds doesn't make any more spawn. The only purpose that stacking diamonds has is to raise the average score of your population. That way you can get more of the level 4 and below stags on the map. It's just to like push the outer limits of the amount of low levels that you can have on the map. That is the only purpose that stacking diamonds has. Come on, man. Stop moving. You know what? There we go. That's all I need to do to get him to stop. Whoa, now. None of those are vitals, huh? You don't need to have all your zones. You can start with just whatever zones you have, and then as you find more, add them into your rotation. That's what I've always done with all of my grinds. Just start off with whatever zones you have, and then as you find more, add them in. 266.78, diamond number 2 of the day. How many diamonds do you guys think we're going to get today? Because we're going to do probably an hour, maybe an hour and a half of red deer hunting. I'm thinking that we're going to get, I'm going to say 7 diamonds in an hour. I feel like that's a comfortable number. I don't know where that other red deer went, so we're just not going to worry about him. Oh my gosh, Caitlin. That's funny. Gotta love it. 8 diamonds, 9, 13. Maybe. Maybe. All right, later, Duck. I know, right, Young G? They do trick you sometimes. Like, some of the red deer do look pretty big. Like, there's some mythicals that sometimes trick me into thinking that there's something bigger. There was one time where I spotted a level 7 piebald, and I thought it was a great one because I was like, oh my gosh, the fur is different, and the antlers look right. Oh, nope, it's just a 7. At this rate, you'd say 9? Maybe. Definitely could be around there. Oh, no. I'm sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean it. Well, that level 8's getting away. Sadly. 100 diamonds in 4 minutes. Probably. Probably. I would say so. Definitely. Hello, ye big male. Yeah, it's a great spot, Ian. It's a great area. This lake has been very good for me ever since I started hunting it. Best map to do herd management? Definitely T. Albaroa. I think Tiawaroa is just so far ahead of any other map when it comes to ease of herd management. Like, you can do herd management on any map, but it's definitely the easiest on Tiawaroa because the zones are just so conveniently laid out. Really, like, no matter which zones you end up having to use for your herd management, it's going to be an easy grind. Because as you grind, there's going to be a few lakes that you probably end up abandoning because they no longer have any shootable stags. I've had to do that quite a bit. I've abandoned both Pukimaro lakes. I've abandoned the upper Ratanui lake. I've abandoned one of the lower lakes below the river because it's just all level 4s. So eventually you will start losing some lakes, but no matter which ones you lose, the remaining ones will always be easy to grind because Tiawaroa is just a great grinding map. I mean, you can see how conveniently all of these red deer are. Like, how conveniently placed they are. Makes it really easy to bounce between things quickly and get them all. Yeah, Winterwolf, we're gonna try and do it. We're gonna try and do it. We're gonna stack any red deer that we get. And then depending on what rack a Great One Whitetail gets, we might stack that as well. Can't even get a great one. Hey, it happens, Winter, you know. You'll get there eventually. The more you grind for them, the more chances you'll get one, you know? Big males for days. And I forgot to reload. I don't think it is toxicity. I Buy Premiums has stacked great ones a few different times, and it never really increased the amount of great ones that he got, but... Yeah, Young G, I mean, it happens, man, you know? There's just some things that... unfortunately don't go the way you want them to in Call of the Wild. Gosh, we are smoking these things today. This is actually going very well. These red deer are being very consistent for us. Love to see it. How many diamonds in total now? We're over 800 for red deer. I think we're at like 812 or something like that. Maybe 815. Just for whitetail links. Whitetail have rares for their great ones. Sadly, the black bear and the red deer do not. We are seeing tons of level 8s and 7s and 9s today. Not a lot of 5s and 6s, thankfully. Love to see it. Come on, where is the great one? Or a melanistic, you know, I'd take a melanistic as well. Would love to finally have another one. Only seen 2 this entire grind. 20k kills and only 2 of them were Mela. Gotta love it. Nice, we got him. What's the purpose of going to the main menu? It makes the animals not spooked anymore. And in a lot of cases, it will just push them back into their need zone, so instead of resetting the time, I just go to the main menu and they're back to their zones. Because whenever you reset the time, that just resets their traveling process of having to walk back to their zones. But if you go to the main menu, it just quickly pushes them back to their zones without a time reset needed. There's a diamond. Yeah, no problem, McQuitty. No problem. Also, is it pronounced equity or acuity or equity? I'm assuming it's like acuity. And floater. Respawns happen the second that you claim the animal, Colby. Then they just have to walk back to their zone, so it's just a matter of waiting for them. As long as you are claiming your animals or going to the main menu if you're not claiming them, then you'll get your respawns pretty much immediately. It's just a matter of waiting for them to arrive at their zones. I know, right, Kathy? That thing just completely flipped backwards. Wait, is it not moving? Oh, it's not floating. What do you know? The one time I don't fast travel because I think it's gonna float, it's not actually floating. That's old crow luck. Welcome back, Graham. Welcome back. The only thing you missed is a few diamond red deer. How many diamonds do I have in total? Just over 1,400. With 800 being red deer. And there's another one added to the list. Let me write that down. I've been forgetting to write the red deer down. That was 3 diamonds so far today. And 1 troll. We did get 1 troll. So close to level 60. Nice, Aquity. So it's Aquity? Aquity. Okay, I think I can remember that. I think I can remember that. There's another diamond. That's number 4. Guys, we might actually break 10 in an hour. Pretty crazy, huh? Oh, there's another one. Another shootable deer. I think that was vitals. Might be wrong, though. $195.51? No worries, man. I can work around it. For those of you that were wondering why the whitetail grind seems so difficult to me compared to the red deer grind, well, this is your answer. The red deer are just so fast. It's just so fast to grind red deer. And that's our diamond, of course. Of course, he's the floater. Gotta love it. Nice, Thomas. Nice, Mason. That's awesome, man. Congratulations on that. Nice, Austin. Thought you meant 10 red deer per hour? No, 10 diamonds we're thinking. Because this is already diamond number 4. And we've only been hunting red deer for about... like what, 20 minutes? We've been hunting red deer for 20 minutes and have 4 diamonds. Come on, buddy. Turn the jets on. Zoom over here. There we go. Diamond red deer number 4. What's my dog called? I named it Hunter. Nice, Young G. That's awesome to hear, man. Hopefully you've been enjoying playing the game again. For red deer, you just leave level 4s and below, Rafiki. Shoot the 5s and above and leave the 4s and below. I have got the most insane red deer herds from that. That's crazy, Johnny. I can't believe that you've got 7 Great One red deer with just that many. With just that many diamonds along the way. That's crazy. Your ratio of, like, Great Ones to diamonds is crazy. I do remember that, Ben. That was awful. I'm so glad that they kind of fixed that for the most part. That's crazy, Johnny. That's crazy. That is just absurd. That is an absurdity. Nice, Megan. Diamond for whitetail is 255.07, I believe, or something like that. Maybe it's 255 on the dot, actually. It might be. For whitetail, you just leave the level 1s. Yeah, for the whitetail, Johnny. For whitetail diamond. Accidentally shot one of the hinds. They are just taking bullets today. They are just tanking bullets. There's a legendary. Another legendary. And a 7 that looks like a legendary. Oh, I did say the dot. I guess it didn't come through right. Ah! What? No! Not allowed! Not allowed! Nope! Don't do that ever again, sir. Please, do not do that. My cat is on my keyboard. Hold on. Evie, move, please, ma'am. Crazy cat. Evie just walks across my keyboard as I'm shooting at those deer. Silly cat. Michael, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. When killing other level 9 animals besides red deer, do you still kill the 5s and up, or do you have a different strategy for them? It's a different strategy for every species in the game, because it's all dependent on, like, how low they consistently spawn as. So, like, for example, with mountain lions, they don't go clear down to level 4. So you have to do it a little bit differently. Like for a mountain lion, the lowest I've ever seen a male go is 5. So I believe for mountain lions, you would just leave 5s and maybe 6s. So it is very different from species to species. There is no like universal like levels that you have to shoot and have to leave. It is going to differ from species to species. And a lot of times it's just trial and error, like figuring out what's going to work good for you. Pretty much anytime I start a new herd management, I have to just do a trial and error period where I figure out what works and what doesn't. Come on, man. Turn for me. Running in front of my bullets, I see. Yeah, we messed that one up. Alright. Let's, cat cam when? When she will stay still for more than 2 seconds. Because as of now, she will not stay still for more than like 1 or 2 seconds. She's a very active cat. She's like, oh, I'm gonna sleep in the window. Oh, now I'm gonna sleep on the bed. Oh, now I'm gonna climb across your desk. And now I'm just gonna go chase something. Not sure, Declan. Not sure. I have not tried it on Sika. I have not hunted them enough to really even have an idea of what I would need to leave, so... Not sure. Not sure for Sika, dear. Kelly, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. She really is, Caitlin. She's a crazy cat. Super hyper all the time. 267.89. That's a big diamond, man. That's a big diamond right there. Not quite taxable, though. I'm only taxing 270s or higher. I wonder where that level 9 went. Nice, Thomas. No worries, Thomas. No worries. What's the time where I live? It's currently 4:38 p.m. I don't know where that diamond went. It's 10:06, so... we might just deal with the fact that we lost that diamond. Yeah, I think we're just gonna deal with it. I don't feel like tracking him. It's a waste of time. We know he would have made diamonds, so we'll just add him to the diamond count. So that brings us to 6 diamonds. 6 diamonds in around 30 minutes. I think we're easily going to get 10 in an hour. If we keep it up like that, we'll definitely get it. This lake is on fire right now as well. Smoked him. I know, right, Duxton? That's pretty much the way I view it at this point with red deer. It's like, it's just another diamond. We've got 800 already. It's not a big rack. Doesn't have a chance of making 270. Wait, is he still alive? Wait, is that the same one? Did he actually not die from it? That's crazy if he didn't die. I think that is what happened. I don't think he died. I think that's him again. Is it the same estimate, guys? Is this the same estimate or is this a different one? It goes up to 282. I didn't see what the estimate on the last one was. I think this is the same one. I don't think he actually died. I thought for sure 2 shots would have killed him. I think we actually got lucky. I think he's alive still. You think it's the same? Yeah, it's looking like it. That deer really is invincible. What a beast. Well, since I've got stands, zone deletion isn't really an issue, Declan. I hunt this zone, and then I hunt these two over here, and I never have issues with deleting them because we're alternating between those areas. But every 10 or 15 runs, I do check these outer lakes just to see if there's any straggler stags. Because occasionally the respawns will go somewhere else instead of where I've been shooting them. And so then I do have to kind of venture off of my normal 3 spots. How do I keep spawning diamonds so fast? Herd management, King. Herd management. This is what we're trying to do with our whitetail. We're trying to get our whitetail to this point right here, where we get a diamond like every 15 to 20 kills. That is the goal right now for the whitetail, is to get them to this stage right here. What was this one's top estimate? 282. Oh, other was 289? Really? Oh, that's a different one then. That's a different diamond. Crazy. Yeah, at first I thought it was the same one because it was in the same zone, but yeah, it definitely looks like it's a different one. Even better, right? Even better. $253.21. Diamond number 7 of the day. Let's add that to the diamond count. That's our 820th diamond red deer as well. Sadly, no Aquity. Sadly, there is not. I wish there was, though. That would be a mount I would use all the time. I would be constantly using that mount for my red deer. It usually takes a long time, Young G. To get me to the point I am currently in my red deer grind, it took thousands of kills. Thousands of kills to get the red deer to this stage. Easily 6,000 plus. We need to go up here. We'll come back and get those later, but since it's almost 10:30, we got to check this zone before they leave. Nice, Caitlin. I never went on there and checked out the event. Ah, they're not here. Rip. Okay, let's just reset the time. Not that far back. Honestly, I kind of liked resetting it to like 8:30 or whatever it was. I think that actually, like, surpassed the traveling period for them, possibly. Maybe, Johnny. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a night stream, though. I got a lot of stuff to do with recording and editing and stuff like that today. And just getting these Great One grinds, like, really going. Like, I want to close some of these grinds. I want to get some Great Ones on the map so we can stack them for the red deer. I want to get our Great One whitetail to spawn in. So I'm probably just going to do a bunch of grinding off camera. Hey, Zeno, how's it going? Later, Flat Pop. Thanks for dropping by, and good luck with your hunting. Yeah, I have no idea where these other ones went. Where'd the diamond go? That's from him. Definitely from him. $254. That's another diamond. Love to see it. Okay, that's the one that we blasted. Let's go grab him. And this other one right here. We'll grab these two, and then we will real quickly main menu. Hey, chillin', how's it going? Yeah, honestly, at this point, I have no idea what the best black bear map is. Because I don't really like grinding them on any of the maps. Kind of hoping in the future we'll get some, like, changes to the populations of black bear. I'd like to see them increase the amount of them. Because right now it seems like there's not a lot of male bears on any map. Jordan, thank you so much for the super chat again, dude. Really appreciate it. Welcome, welcome back. Oh, we got a bunch of zone there. Mythical. Yeah, okay, I think I know what we need to do. It's looking like this is working. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. We're just going to reset the time to 8:30 from now on. It looks like setting it to 8:30 gets them here super quick. Like, we're already able to just bounce between all of our lakes and have them be there. That is so good. I think that's been what we've been doing wrong this whole time. I had somebody telling me to do 8 o'clock because it would get you past the time where the fog is very prevalent. And I was like, oh, well, I don't really care too much about the fog, so it's whatever. I'm not going to do that. But I didn't know that it would make them get to their zones quicker, too. They're 100% getting here quicker. I'm seeing more of them as well. Like, all the respawns are here right now. Seems like starting at 8:30 actually does get them to their zones quicker. Maybe I'll try that with Whitetail, too. Maybe I'll try starting my grind at, like, 10:30 instead of 9:30, and maybe that will ensure that they're actually at their zones. We'll have to test it out. Well, I don't have trouble with getting them there initially, Carrie. It's when I start shooting them and getting the respawns. Whenever the respawns start trying to get back to their zones, that's when I get the issues with them being late. But it's looking like setting it to 8 is kind of offsetting that. You don't know, Jesse. There's no way to know. Hey, Archie, how's it going? No, chillin', no great ones yet. We've had a lot of diamond red deer, though. 7 of them so far. Think that's the only ones that we got good besides the floater. Oh, I do too, Carrie, but a lot of times with the respawns, even if I go to main menu, the only ones that'll get forced back to their zones immediately are the ones from previous runs, like the ones that I missed. At least until it gets later. Once I get later in the time, then they start becoming more consistent. At least that's how it's always been for me. Hold on, I'm gonna take a drink of water real quick, guys. Oh yeah, I know, King. It definitely is random. I am well aware that great ones are pretty random. Not really chilling. I don't know anybody on PS4. I don't actually own any of the consoles, so... You gotta use the recoil management perks, Chris. The perks are inside of the shotgun category. And there's 3 levels of recoil management. Each of them will decrease the amount of recoil a little bit. I have it maxed out to level 3. Nice, Promise. I just want to note, we hit the stand. Love it. What gun am I using for the grind? 300 Magnum. However, for the diamonds, I use the 308. Alright, no worries, Aquity. Thank you for dropping by. Yeah, Marky Mike, it's really good. I love the recoil management perk. It's one of those perks that I just can't live without nowadays. I've got so used to how good it is that I just can't live without it. Hey, Sonaldo, you missed 7 diamond red deer as well as 1 level 3 whitetail spawning that we have not shot yet. Oh no, Caitlin, that's unfortunate. Gotta love it. Yeah, Declan, they're very similar. They've got very similar stats. They kill about the same speed. They are very much alike. The only difference is the 308 has less recoil, which, in general, typically makes it everybody's go-to choice. It's definitely my go-to because of that. Definitely, Sonaldo. If we could get a great one now, that'd be amazing. Especially after that super rare we smoked last night. Little level 4 there. I know this is a respawn, so we're going to go ahead and take it out. Even though it's a 4. Yes, definitely, Johnny. Definitely. I need to either get a great one red deer or a great one whitetail to spawn. Either one. I will take either. Whichever one happens to show up first, man. Marky, thank you so much for the super sticker. Really appreciate that. That's very generous of you. Really appreciate that, dude. Thank you so much. Whoa, man. You talking to me? Talking to me, buddy? Think he is. My next great one whitetail we're taking with the 45 Rolliston none. We already decided what we're taking it with. Nice, Caden. That's awesome. Recoil management, Tello. It's in the shotgun category of the perks. It is a necessity if you plan to do quick follow-up shots. Anything good? Yeah, Tyler, we've got 7 diamond red deer, and then we spawned 1 diamond whitetail that we haven't shot yet. I have not took one with a shotgun yet, but I plan to eventually, Archie. I think eventually we will take one with a shotgun. Ah, we got vitals. One, two, three, 4. All right, there's 4 we can take down. Wait, which one, Tyler? Which one are you talking about? Which lake? Are you talking about the little lake? What is the piebald's name? That is Geraldo II. He's a very beloved member of the Scarecrew family. Alright, yeah, we'll go there in a bit, Tyler. We will recheck it on the next run. It'll still be there, you know. Whatever it was, it'll still be there the next time we go through there. We still got quite a bit we gotta grab over here. Yes, the poor original Gerald. Honestly, the Gerald emote's one of my favorites. Love that emote. Archie absolutely killed it with that one. Absolutely killed it. Here we go. Boop. 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 The boops of fire. Nothing over there. Oh, actually, we got a troll. Get smoked, you silly troll. Got a couple over there we can take down. Gonna take that 4 as well. Yeah, Talon, it still does. We're still doing herd management right now. Still works just as good as ever. Where did he come from? I guess he just wasn't rendered in. Oh, I won't accidentally shoot a great one. I scan everything before I shoot them. I do a quick scan over everything to see what's there, and then I go through and shoot them all. I've ran through these red deer so many times at this point that it's just like a natural motion to go through all of them and to like get in a groove where I just scan everything and then go through all of them and pow, pow, pow. After a while, you just get into a groove. I am in like a major groove at the moment. No, Nine. It's if you take down 4. 4 kills out of a stand over the same spot is what deletes a zone. Ooh, look at him! That is a gorgeous piebald! Oh my gosh. Let's go, guys! I'm getting some good piebald luck. I got the super rare last night, and now that guy shows up. We're gonna leave him as well. We're gonna leave him. That's Geraldo the Third. That is Geraldo the Third right there. Let's go. That's what I needed to see. Good to see a rare show up. Double Geraldo. Yep, we've got a double Geraldo. It was the intro song, Levi. Definitely was. We got it. Yeah, but we got another super rare last night. It was today's video. Recommend checking it out, as we did take it out with a bow. And it's one of the best super rares yet. One of the most even and nice looking ones that we have ever killed. Geraldo the 7th. Yep. Yeah, Bo, you definitely got to check it out, man. It was a good one. Ooh, nothing here yet. Okay, okay. That means we probably got some stragglers at other zones, if I were to take a guess. What's the easiest way to get money in Call of the Wild? Shoot a lot of animals. That's really all there is to it. Red deer are one of the highest paying animals in the entire game, so I would recommend going for them. Red deer give around like 12 to 1400 cash per animal. And on Tiawaroa especially, they're very plentiful. And you can find lots of them close together, as you can see right here. I mean, just look at all that. That's like 30,000 cash right there. Just at one zone. Yeah, toxicity, definitely, man. You definitely got to check it out. Ow, man, that hurt. Just getting smoked by red deer today. Oh, we actually already have a rare female on the map, King. We've got a piebald hind at one of our zones. They're getting payback. They really are. They really are. They've just decided to smoke me left and right. Okay, there's a mythical. That's probably the one that Tyler was thinking about. That he had said that we spotted here. Going to guess it was that one. Because that is one of the big 8s. Beautiful. Oh, we wouldn't shoot it, King. I don't really have any use for a rare female stag at the moment. I don't have enough room in my lodge to do any more of the multi-mounts for red deer. So I don't really need any female rares. At this point, it's just looking for great ones and super rares. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I figured that was probably him. Because that is one of the really tall rack ones. Quick little look-see over here. We definitely do, Johnny. I am desperate for a new lodge. Like, that is something I really want to see. Another mythical here. Yeah, Corey, I've played on console before. Not on Call of the Wild, but growing up, I played PlayStation 2. Very good system. I honestly miss the days of the PlayStation 2. It was such a good console. Honestly, it had some of the best games of its time. Gerald. Something like that. I don't actually remember if we ever named her. And if we did, I don't remember what we named her. There's our two beautiful pies. I mean, it'll die, but definitely not going to go down anytime soon. That's a mythical troll again. Gosh, there's so many over there as well. So many shootable ones here. Insane. Yeah, Pumpkin and Ghost were the whitetail. Hit the female again, rip. How does this keep happening? How does it keep happening? They're just zooming. I fear that one of these days, one of our piebalds is going to jump in front of one of my shots. I could totally see it happening. Yeah, me too, Corey. We need more multi-mounts desperately. I feel like right now, new multi-mounts, new lodges, non-typicals, better weapon system, like those are some of the things the game needs the most. The first great one took 3,000 kills, second took 3,000, third took 6,000, fourth took 6,500, and then the last three I got within 1,000 kills. So it's been quite an up and down experience with the Great One Red Deer, Laura. I've got them in so many varying amounts of kills, but on average I'd say it's about 3,000. What do you mean by a better weapon system? Like one that actually makes sense. The current gun system in the game, like, there's so many animals that you can't shoot with certain weapons, where in real life you could totally shoot them with that weapon. There's some guns that are incredibly weak when in real life they would be much more powerful. Something like the 223 should not be as weak as it is. Same with the 6.5. And then you've got guns like the 300 Magnum, which can't be used on Red Deer to get full score, which is really strange. Because in real life, the 300 would be like the most common gun for them. Like, it's just little things like that. Think this was the only one over here. Yeah, exactly, Johnny. We do have a 308 rifle, though, King. I'm holding it right now. Or are you talking about a 308 bolt action? Because I do agree we should get a bolt action one. There is some, George, but it's primarily on, like, game ranches. Like, in Texas, you can hunt red deer. Because they've, moved them there. But, they aren't native to the U.S. Unfortunately. I wish there was a lot of red deer here, because I love red deer. I think red deer are amazing. Oh yeah, I know, Sinaldo. There is tons of them over there. Oh, it definitely will fly. It definitely will. As Way of the Hunter becomes more of a competitor, EW will definitely have to add more stuff to the game to keep themselves at the top. Which is great for us, because it just means we're going to get awesome content. Which is always good. And that's another thing that's going to be good about having Ultimate Hunting as well, is all three games are going to be competing against each other, so they're going to be pushing each other to do better. Because they're always going to be fighting to keep their place in the genre. Yeah, Car 98 would be kind of cool. Definitely would be cool. Alright guys, I think we're going to go ahead and end it there, 2 hours and 50 minutes into it. Really hope that you guys enjoyed the stream. This has been a fun one. We got a bunch of diamonds. Unfortunately, towards the end, it kind of slowed down a bit, but we still did pretty good all the way through. So, if you're brand new to the channel and you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, as I do 5 streams a week as well as daily uploads here on the channel. So, if you want to keep up to date with that, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell. But yeah, until the next one, I will see you all in the next one. Peace!